And what we found out was during the discussion where they were deciding whether which companies to let into the space, right? And they were discussing us. They referred to us as a bunch of macik-macik who like to makan. So that is just casual sexism. So, oh my god, I'm gonna cry already. There are many instances in our journey that me and my co-founder just sat down and said, this is so sad, and full stop. We have nothing else to say about it, other than like, we know that this is what the community is. So the HalalFoodHunt app actually helps people to find halal food places. I think more than just that, most of the time when we talk about looking for halal food places, we are looking at restaurants only, but the app does more than that. So you can actually find home-based businesses, caterers, even wedding venues that offer halal food. You can find it on the HalalFoodHunt app. Yeah. I would say the app helps halal food consumers, and it doesn't just mean Muslim consumers. Anyone that eats halal food, it helps us find halal food places and businesses that they can patronize and they can buy from. So when I started HalalFoodHunt, I wanted to bring this knowledge onto the consumer space. We have always wanted an app. It's like a dream, you know. Creating an app from scratch is actually pretty hard, especially if you do not have a tech background. But even then, there's still like the design element, the marketing element, the business element. So there's just so many factors that need to come together to build a successful app that the dream becomes almost impossible. One of the biggest failures of apps is not failure to create a flawless app, because anyone can do that. But one of the biggest failures of an app is actually failure to launch. Back then, I still felt that if you did not have a job and you started your own business, people who cannot find a job. So that is the main narrative at that point. Because today, if you try to start something on your own, it's inspirational, it's motivational, and it's creative, unique, and brave, right? But back then, you're looked down upon if you start something. You know, it's as if like nobody wants you. That's why you start your own company. So yeah, so because of that, we actually did not tell our family. Yeah, so we just quietly started something. So when we first launched our HalalFoodHunt media, right? So we were producing a lot of videos and a lot of content surrounding halal food, sharing about halal knowledge, stuff like that. And our business started to grow. So we wanted to rent a space to house our stuff. So it was me, it was my team, and another company. We are friends, so we both applied to be part of this co-working space. It was not as if it was free. We were offering to pay rent as well, right? So both the companies applied, and then applied to be at this space. And then my friend's company got it, but we didn't, right? I just want to give a little background. My company is an all-female team, and my friend's company is a guy and girl partnership. But in the end, my friend got the space, but I didn't. Me and my team didn't. So we were like, why didn't we get it? Like, I thought this was a community space. They were saying that I want to create a space or a co-working space for all tech companies. And then we're like, hey, we're tech, right? So why didn't we get it? So I just wrote back to the person and I said, hey, can I just inquire why we didn't get the space? And what we found out was during the discussion where they were deciding whether which companies to let into the space, right? And they were discussing us, they referred to us as a bunch of macik-macik who like to makan. I felt very disheartened. Yeah, of course, I felt very disheartened. I was heartbroken. There were many instances, oh my god, I'm going to cry already. There were many instances in our journey that me and my co-founder just sat down and said, this is so sad, and full stop. We have nothing else to say about it, other than like, We know that this is what the community is, and we are a victim of it, and we need to step up, and we need to like do stuff, be better, and change perceptions. So that has been at the heart of my advocacy. When I face situations where I'm being marginalized, and I know it, I'm being marginalized or I'm being denied of opportunities because of my race or because of how I look or because of my religion or the fact that I wear hijab, right? This just keeps me going. I would say it could break you, but I would say I keep telling myself that no, the situation is like this because the society is like this. So we have got to be the change, and we've got to show people that we are people of quality as well, and so we need to be better, and we need to scream and shout, and we need to show that I can do it. And these kind of things, when I face these kind of things, I still feel that it is a glass ceiling or a brick wall that we are hitting. And eventually the visualization I have is that if I hit a brick wall, okay, I'm gonna hit it. I'm gonna hit the brick wall, and I'm gonna keep hitting the brick wall until the brick wall is no longer there, so that the people behind me, future generations of women or ladies or even brown people or people with hijab, whoever that I represent, can go through that wall without having to hit any more barriers.